Range of motion exercises. Range of motion, ROM, is defined as the motion allowed by the shape of the joint and the soft tissues surrounding it. ROM occurs in planes of flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, internal rotation, and external rotation. Range of motion is performed either by the client actively moving the joint themselves or by the therapist passively moving the joint for the client. Each joint is capable of a specific range of motion. When a muscle contracts, it moves the joints that it crosses. Active range of motion. Active range of motion, AROM, is performed when the client actively contracts the muscles crossing the joints. Using AROM for remedial exercises can help maintain joint ROM, proprioception, circulation and lymphatic flow, muscle strength and proper sequencing of muscle firing. Passive range of motion. Passive range of motion, PROM, is movement produced by an external force with the unrestricted ROM of the joint. An external force can come from the therapist moving the joint through its full pain-free ROM for the client by gravity or by another part of the client's body. In PROM, the client is not actively contracting the muscles used to move the joints. Using PROM for remedial exercise can help maintain joint ROM and mobility, reduce the occurrence of adhesions and/or contractures in the tissues. Stretching. Stretching exercises help elongate shortened soft tissues, including muscles. Shortened muscles and fascia result in tight muscles. The tightness in a muscle is usually due to inactivity and results in a decreased range of motion and weakness as it is no longer able to develop peak tension. Whether the stretch is performed by the therapist or by the client, it is done in a slow, gentle and sustained manner. It should stretch the muscle enough, but without pain. It may take several weeks to gain improvement in ROM. Strengthening exercises. Strengthening exercises are any form of active exercise that increases the strength of a muscle. They can use either static movements or dynamic movements. Resistance can be provided by the therapist, called manual resistance, or by weights or other equipment.